There. I am so glad you are here. I am Jenny Gregory, the author of The Brainy Adventures of Buddy and Tug. I am a Dr. Amen Brain Health licensed trainer and certified life coach through Renew Your Mind Institute. My second book, Sticky Slimy Thoughts, is sharing one of the most important lessons in life. Your thoughts can lie. I don't know about you, but I found this out way too late in life. I want you to think about this. How many of your struggles and suffering in life is because of your thoughts? Likely all of them, except maybe physical pain. Thoughts of fears and regrets, thinking things should be a certain way, thoughts that create worry and doubt, anger and disappointment. These are all just thoughts, and many are untrue. But when we believe them and let them live, they get sticky and can weigh us down like Tug in the story. The thoughts that Tug had may sound familiar to you. I am different. I am not enough. No one likes me. While we don't have a slime cloud making these obvious to us, these thoughts can still weigh us down and ruin our days, if we let them. Another important note about these thoughts is that they're often automatic. They come quickly in our subconscious, and we have no control when they appear. The good news, though, is getting rid of these thoughts is a skill that can be learned. And more excitingly, there are ways to rewire your brain to have less negative thoughts. Before we dive into how to handle sticky, slimy thoughts, we first must understand how the brain and thoughts work together. Thoughts come from activity in the brain. Inside the brain, neurons send electrical signals, and chemicals called neurotransmitters carry those signals. That's where thoughts begin. But it doesn't stop there. Your thoughts send signals back to your brain. It's a two-way street. Your brain affects your thoughts, and your thoughts affect your brain. This is why we call this a loop. The brain is a physical organ, and the health of this impacts these signals. Think about a time when you had a terrible night's sleep. How did that impact your thoughts and behaviors? When your brain is tired, your thoughts might be more negative, impatient, or out of control. That's your brain affecting your thoughts. Now let's look how your thoughts affect the brain. Think about a time when you were caught up replaying a problem over and over in your head. The mental loop can make your body feel heavy, groggy, and even sick. That's your thoughts affecting your brain. Your brain and your thoughts are connected. So to really take care of sticky, slimy thoughts, you must consider both your physical brain and your thoughts. To explain this with visuals, I wanted to share these scans by Dr. Amen. The scan on the left had a patient focus on things she loved about her life and what she was grateful for. The image on the right was after she focused on fears and thoughts of something bad happening. You can see her brain appears to be shriveling. Now, it's not actually shriveling. The scan here is showing blood flow. Negative thoughts actually reduce blood flow to the brain. These thoughts and your worries and fears directly impact the brain, and you're more likely to be irritable and unmotivated. The opposite is true. Grateful, happy thoughts increase blood flow and promote happiness and focus. So how do we take care of these sticky, slimy thoughts? I'm going to walk you through 3 steps to clean and prevent sticky, slimy thoughts. The first is to optimize the physical health of your brain. The second is to learn how to manage your thoughts as they occur. And the third is to rewire the brain for realistic positivity. If we want to help ourselves and our children with sticky, slimy thoughts, we must take care of the physical needs of the brain. Here are 5 main ways that we can keep the brain healthy. Get proper amount of sleep, feed our bodies with quality foods and avoid foods that are bad for the brain, such as sugar and processed foods. Exercise and get moving. This helps with blood flow, which directly impacts the health of the brain. Hydrate. The brain is 80% water. Simply being dehydrated can hurt your brain and its functions. And lastly, avoid head injuries. Even mild head injuries are linked to mental health issues. The brain is soft like butter and surrounded by sharp, bony ridges of the skull, and we must protect it to work properly. So now let's look at the thoughts. How do we manage these as they occur? One tool that I teach my clients are questions from Byron Katie, who's the author of Loving What Is. The first step is to identify the thought. See the thought for what it is, just a thought. Then question the thought. Is it true? Is it 100% true? How does this thought make you feel? And how would you feel without this thought? Let's take a look at Tug's story with Gus and Ava. Gus and Ava are playful Labradors and much bigger than Tug. Tug wanted to play ball with them, but Gus and Ava did not think it was a good idea because the ball was too big for little Tug. Tug has an automatic negative thought. No one likes me. The problem is that he believed it. Let's walk through how Tug can use what we've learned to challenge this sticky, slimy thought. The first step is to identify the thought. The thought here is no one likes me. This is merely just a thought. Step 2 is to question the thought. Is that true? Tug may say maybe. So we move on to the next powerful question. Is it 100% true? Do you have absolute certainty that this is true? Can you be sure that no one likes you? Well, actually, Gus invited Tug to his birthday party. This is a pretty good sign that someone does like him. So the answer is no, this thought is not 100% true. With Buddy's help, he realizes maybe it wasn't about him after all. It was all about the big ball. The next step is to notice how this thought makes you feel. Believing the thought made Tug feel sad and lonely. Now imagine how you'd feel without the thought. Without that thought, Tug feels accepted, included, and happy. So we talked about the physical brain, tackling the thoughts in the moment. Now, how can we prevent these thoughts in the first place? This is possible through neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's amazing ability to change and adapt over time. This involves both the physical brain and thoughts. The brain is made of pathways, like trails in a forest. Every time we think a thought, especially a strong or repeated one, we walk that trail. The more we walk it, the clearer and stronger it becomes. Negative thoughts like I'm not good enough or nobody likes me create deep, sticky pathways if we think them often enough. But here's the good news. We can change the path. Every time we replace a negative thought with truth, gratitude, or a positive reframe, we begin building a new trail in the brain. And the more we use that trail, the stronger it becomes, while the old, unhelpful one starts to fade. This is how we rewire the brain to not just handle negative thoughts, but to prevent them from taking over in the first place. With practice and intention, both kids and adults can build a brain that is calmer, more resilient, and realistically positive. Here are 4 simple things that you can start today to rewire your brain. The first, start every day with today is going to be a great day. I tell this to my children each day when I drop them off. End the day each day with thinking of at least 3 good things that happened that day or 3 things you're thankful for. I add this to our nighttime prayer routine. Our prayer starts every night with thanking God for all the blessings we have in our lives. Another powerful habit is to reframe negative thoughts. Clean up the slime. Identify and question it, and don't let the slime grow and weigh you down. And lastly, focus on the good. When things don't seem to go your way, try to find the good in each situation. In summary, to clean and prevent sticky, slimy thoughts, you have to take care of your physical brain, practice thought management like questioning the thought, and lastly, rewire the brain with gratitude, focusing on the good and not allowing those slimy thoughts to stick around. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested in learning more, I have a free live webinar coming up Sunday, August 3rd. This training is created for overwhelmed and anxious moms. You are not alone. You have the hardest and most important job in the world. But here is the good news. It doesn't have to be so hard. Your struggles are really thought patterns and brain responses. I want you to think about that. Your struggles are thought patterns and brain responses. When you can learn to take care of your brain and manage your thoughts, everything starts to shift. Using my training from Dr. Amen and the Renew Your Mind Institute, I have created a simple, life-changing formula to help you live a calmer, more present life. To learn more, you can find the link below, or you can take a screenshot of this page to save the details and use the code to register. I hope you found this information super helpful. Please share this with a friend who might be struggling with sticky, slimy thoughts. You can change your brain, and I can show you how.